welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo.
And my name is Cole 2K, your defending trivia and predictions champion.
It feels weird having my intro be so short. My name is TJ Leo. I'm
Yes. You are not nothing.
Well, I appreciate it.
You are a contender.
I am the number one contender, and you're defending your belt today. Because
I am.
Today, we're going to be talking about TNA Bound for Glory 2025 and WWE Crown Jewel Perth, which was this past weekend. Oh. And we also, y'all good?
I'm back.
On that
yes.
front. I heard some scariness over there.
I think I'm good.
All right. For those of you who never joined us before every WWE and NXT PLE and AEW pay-per-view, and for the first time ever, and probably the last time for a while, a TNA pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows, make our official predictions, and then on subsequent shows like this one, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment Review scale of 1 to 10. And today we are starting with TNA Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory.
Top level thoughts. This is our first TNA pay-per-view that we're reviewing on the show. Top level thoughts. What'd you think?
Well, I was excited to give it a look. You know, there was a lot of hype going into it. That's kind of their WrestleMania. A lot of NXT stars that we've kind of gotten to know and watch and like. Obviously, the Hardys and Dudleys, we know them. We've known them for a long time. Mike Santana, will he finally get his title shot? Will he finish his story?
Yeah, the X Division Championship. Lots of good stuff.
X Division Championship. You know, there was a lot of story heading into it, a lot of hype going into it. So I was excited about it. I thought it was overall a pretty good show. Pacing was really good. Matches flowed until one point, and then from there it went sharply downhill for me.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
interesting. I thought it started out kind of weak and then went uphill through the middle and then kind of went downhill again. But we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out with the ratings and see how we did on our predictions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a decent show. I wasn't over the moon with it, but I also wasn't like, I would compare it to the other PLE that we're doing today, in that it has really high highs and some pretty low lows. There was no real like mid, there was really no pat like straight through, it was kind of all over the place for me rating wise.
It's a good bell curve.
It was. There was also somebody missing from the show that we'll talk about that I was kind of like, huh?
Someone that's on the graphic right there?
He might be on the graphic. Yeah, he might be on the graphic, and I was a little confused why he was not there. But we'll talk about that. And one thing I noticed, which was kind of surprising to me, was that it didn't appear to be a sellout. There was a lot of chairs missing. People missing from chairs in that audience. They said it was a record-breaking thing. So I don't know what that means.
A North American attendance record for TNA, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah. Which is weird with all those empty seats. I was very confused.
And with the news last week about a different company and their attendance numbers. Of course, you have to, and it's wrestling.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be a sellout. Like, there's some big names on this show. Had it came here, I would have gone to it. It's crazy. It's crazy that it wasn't like just a madhouse, but crowd was pretty good though.
Yeah, crowd was good.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Starting with what we had as a Victory Road graphic here. The TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championship Inspiration defending against the Elegance brand. Now, this was on the pre-show, and when we did the predictions, we actually didn't know if this was going to be on the show at all, but it ended up being the pre-show countdown to Bound for Glory match. So we're still going to count it because we did do the predictions for it, and it did happen. We normally ignore the pre-show though, so this is sort of an exception to the rule. I did not watch this match, so I cannot give it a rating.
I cannot give it a fair rating either.
Okay, so we'll just remove that from the equation.
Okay.
TNA, so normally we go to the Bleacher Report for like top moments and takeaways and key moments and stuff like that. So I'll read off what they have here, and we'll see if we have anything to say about it. They gave the match a C, which on our scale would be about a 6. maybe a 5.
6, yeah,
Sort of in that range.
5 to 6.
Yeah, they actually don't have any top moments or takeaways, I don't think. Oh, yeah, it says, it was a shame that both teams took to the ring in front of a half-empty arena. Oh, yeah, because it was on the pre-show. With limited energy to feed off of, the rushed nature of the match only further hurt the overall quality of the opening contest, which certainly deserved better given the significance of the Knockouts division in TNA's long history. Yeah. I think this was after the TNA Hall of Fame ceremony as well.
Yeah.
Which is also a huge shame. Like, you're doing the Hall of Fame ceremony before people even get there?
Yeah, before people get there.
Like if I had paid for a ticket, I'd probably be a little annoyed that I didn't get to see the beautiful people and Mickey James accept their award. And that's also kind of insulting, I feel like, to them too, right? It's like,
yeah, I mean, hopefully they relayed the information that it was going to be beforehand. So if people weren't there, it's because they chose not to be there for it.
Yeah. So not a whole lot to say on this, but the Inspiration did retain their championship. And that's all we really have to say, since we didn't really catch it and can't rate it.
Well,
it is what it is. But how do we do on predictions? That's the big question.
Does it say what the ending was?
Let's see. The former champions, the Elegance brand, took the fight to the babyfaces, isolating Lee from her partner, launched herself across the squared circle, going coast to coast with a drop kick. McKay tagged in and sparked a babyface comeback that saw them capitalize on a heel miscommunication and deliver the Idolizer for the pinfall victory.
Over who?
Who got pinned? It does not say. Who got pinned in Inspiration?
It was M.
It was M who got pinned?
Yes, I remember seeing that the other night.
Okay. Yeah, Cassie got... Oh, no, it says Heather by Elegance was pinned by Cassie Lee.
Really?
Let's see if we can get a confirmation here. That's what Google's telling me. But Google.
TNA's website.
No, you're right. Yeah, it just says the Inspiration put Emma away with the Idolizer. You're right. So Google, unsurprisingly, is wrong.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Predictions.
We both thought that the Inspiration were going to win. I guess because of the whole Ash by Elegance, with her being forced out of action.
Yeah, I just feel like the Elegance brand is on borrowed time.
Yeah, so we thought their time was up and Inspiration's time was now. So you jump out to an early lead.
Huge early lead. Liking that.
And since we had to talk about it, the bonus question was, who gets pinned? And we both like the one letter answer.
That's funny.
So
cool.
TJ jumps out to an early lead.
I like it. Got to get that title back. All right. Let's get to the first match that we actually saw, which is the TNA International Championship, Frankie Kazarian versus Steve Macklin. I did predict that this would be the opening match. Just for the record.
Yes.
I did. So let's do rating. Ready? Oh, you're still thinking. I go with my gut, man. That's what I do on this show now. Because I know if I don't go with my gut, I lose. So I do. I take that approach with everything. Just go with my gut. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, let's look at the Bleacher Report, see what they gave it. They give it a C+, which is right between our ratings. Top moments, takeaways. Macklin entered flanked by United States Marines, whom he served in 2 tours with. I did not know that. That makes that entrance a little bit more cool. Macklin and Kazarian are pros. Solid professional wrestlers who can deliver at any spot on the card and in any match. This was a straightforward contest that did not attempt to reinvent the wheel, delivered physicality, and gave fans what they wanted in the form of Macklin regaining his gold. Yeah, I just thought it was fine. Like, I was just like... And I don't feel like they had great chemistry, honestly. They kind of fumbled a few spots, and I was just like... Crowd's into it, but it's also an opener, and I couldn't get into it, Even though I like both these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good for what it was. It was a good opening match. It wasn't longer than it had to be.
Yeah, it was short. It was pretty short.
It was just 8 minutes. Cage Match says 8 minutes and 1 second, and Wikipedia says 8 minutes even. So it's good 8-minute match opener. Got a little bit of heat. You got a title change for a babyface.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start, get the crowd happy with a babyface winning the championship.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And with a military opening.
True. Yeah, very American. Very American. Yep. Yeah, I don't have much to say other than that. It was fine.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fine. All right. How did we do on predictions?
We both thought Macklin was going to get the gold back after just a few weeks. Me for 5, you for 2. So a little back and forth in the first couple matches.
Back and forth. Yeah. I don't remember any of the bonus questions because there were so many.
Bonus question: was the belt going to be used as a weapon?
Did it? I don't remember.
No, it was not. It was pretty much a clean win.
Okay.
A clean match. So we both said no, and we both got the points. We're both batting 100.
Both batting 100 so far. We'll see how long that lasts.
Or batting 1,000, as it were.
All right. Next up, Tessa Blanchard versus Gia Miller. Grudge match. Rating.
We didn't cover it. Our max ceilings of what the last match was.
Yeah, what was it?
We both had 7 for Macklin and Kazarian.
Okay.
So right about what I expected, and
it was below what I expected.
Than what you expected.
Yeah, they just didn't mesh well to me. I just felt like kind of disconnected from what they were doing. It was a little rushed to me, but it was fine. It wasn't bad. It was just fine. So.
Yeah.
All right, I got my score for Tessa Blanchard.
Nice crisp corners.
All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, see what Bleacher gave it. A C, which is higher than both of us, really. Look closer to you, though, obviously. Top moments and takeaways. There was a strong story at play here with the cocky and arrogant villain underestimating her opponent and nearly paying the price. Instead, she resorted to cheating, proving that she was not quite as superior to Miller as she thought she was. A story-driven match. This was exactly what fans should have expected. Miller has worked across the independents before, so she was not new to working a match, but she still did not allow the pressure or enormity of the event to adversely affect her here. Hopefully this is not the last chance she has to compete. I kind of disagree with those statements. Gia was not good. I'm sorry to say. I don't think she hit one move that didn't look green.
No, not really at all. It was,
which is not a good thing. Not good. She did have a great entrance, though. I will give her that. It was a dope entrance.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely got a good look.
Yeah, she got the look. She's got the charisma down, but she does not have the moves down. I have no idea what Bleacher's smoking when they're saying that she didn't let the pressure or enormity of the event adversely affect her here. She didn't nail one move. Every move looked either sloppy or just not right. Even just like getting pushed into the turnbuckle, she kind of just stumbles.
She kind of looks like what, and now I can't even think of her name. Alpha Academy.
Maxine.
Yeah, Maxine. Kind of what
Maxine. Yeah, she kind of looked like that.
Used to be.
Yeah, I was going to say, Maxine's a lot better now.
On the main road. Yeah, Maxine's a lot better now.
Yeah.
And I mean, she is not, I mean, she's not big, large, but she's not skinny like I thought she was. I thought she would be a little more frail looking, skinny. I mean,
she looked at home in wrestling, I would say. Has she done anything besides TNA wrestling? Because I feel like I've seen her before somewhere.
I mean, it says...
Did she do like YouTube or anything, or like?
I don't know. I don't
look
think
this up because I meant to do this. Because she looks so familiar. She was on the independent circuit in Southern United States. She made her TNA debut in 2020. Mm-hmm. She's been an on-screen interviewer. That's
Nothing on Wikipedia.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, maybe she just looks like somebody. Yeah, I mean, and Tessa kind of just wasn't able to carry her. She was fun. It was very clear that the skill difference here.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was pretty much what I expected.
Yeah,
what I hoped it would be, which was kind of a glorified squash.
Yeah, I mean, she fought back, but I mean, it was. I don't know. It didn't do anything. I mean, it didn't do anything for me.
I mean, to me, this would be like Mercedes going against Renee Paquette, right?
Yeah.
But in AEW, Renee would get a whole lot of offense in, and the match would go 12 minutes
Yeah.
with
True.
Mercedes, right? And
Yeah.
Mercedes would finally win. I mean, this match
was this the match with Alicia Fox in it?
Yes.
She was so fucking annoying. My God. Why? Why are you there? I good God, I hate managers and valets that don't understand their purpose. It drives me up the fucking wall, man. Look at Paul Heyman. He blends into the background, and when there's a reason for him to be the center of attention, he grabs it, he uses it, and then he throws it back to the wrestlers. That's exactly what a manager is supposed to do. Alicia Fox comes out with Tessa Blanchard during her entrance alone and is like, got sparklers on, and she's like, hey, look at me, everybody. She stepped in front of Tessa Blanchard during her entrance like 80 times. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You are not in the match. Like, I hated it.
I think there's a secondary motive of why they have Victoria Crawford, which is her name in TNA, why they have her with Tessa.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like Tessa's,
on board with it.
Right.
Which I don't blame her. I mean, that's a whole other discussion, but like,
how can I be be that if I've got if I've got her with me, right?
Which, whatever.
Other than that, it does not make sense to have the two paired together.
No. And
at all.
I almost wonder if that's like it's a form of punishment. Because it's like, not only is that obvious, but then she's doing all this crap that's taking attention away from Tessa. So it's just, I don't know, man. I hated it. I was so fucking annoyed by it. I mean, I'm not an Alicia Fox fan to begin with, but like, every time she got involved, I was just like, go away. I don't want you here.
I mean,
this match would be better without you.
Tessa does not need you to get heat for.
Not even remotely
Tessa
close.
gets plenty of heat by herself.
Yeah, I hated that. I almost want to drop another point off of it for her, but she wasn't in the match, so I'm not going to. But
I mean, for me, it was pretty much what I expected it would be and what I hoped it would be.
Yeah. The ending was Miller fired up and rocked Blanchard with an old school headbutt, only for the heel to produce a roll of quarters, which was really weird, and blast the babyface with them, pulling a page from her father's book to secure the win.
Yep.
Who was her father again? Oh,
Tully Blanchard.
Yep. Right. That makes sense. All right. How'd we do on... Oh, actually, what was our max ceiling before we do that?
Mine was a 5, and yours was a 5.
Okay.
So mine was exactly what I thought it would be.
For me, it still could have been better. Obviously, that's 2 in a row that I was 2 points below.
Yep.
All right, predictions.
We both like Tessa to win. Me for 7 and you for 4.
Oh wow, you really caught up. Damn.
Yep. We had definitely a difference in points. I don't know if we had one match where we got picked the same. Yeah.
Did we have any matches where we disagreed on the winner?
On the winner?
Oh, besides the call your shot gauntlet.
No, we didn't.
Wow, that's awesome.
No,
so it's practically a wash. That's amazing. Okay.
All right.
Well, hey, what was the bonus on this one? How do we not realize that? we were recording.
I don't know.
That's funny.
But I'm looking at what I wrote down, and nope. Bonus. Over under, we didn't think it was going to be a long match. Over under 6 minutes in length.
Don't tell me it was like 6:01 or something.
Well, do we want to go by cage match? Which ones would you consider more official?
How different are they? Different enough?
Different enough.
Wow, that's shocking. Okay, I don't know. Why don't we flip a coin, and then moving forward, we will always use that source.
I like cage match. Cage match seems a
I'm
little
fine
more
with that.
official because pretty much
I'm fine with that. Wiki can
anybody
be edited by anybody.
Yeah. I was gonna say that Wiki can anybody can change that.
Okay. Cage match moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. We use.
All right, we both picked the over.
That's funny. Does
Cage
match also give like the match ratings,
It will give,
or is it just the show ratings?
They will add the Meltzer ratings in.
Oh, okay.
At the end,
but they don't have like a average
no
user rating or anything like that. Okay.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh yeah. What they give the match?
Wow.
I'm just curious what people are rating these matches.
Macklin versus Kazarian 6.24.
Ooh, wow.
Based on 54 votes. Tessa Blanchard and Gia Miller 2.7.
Closer to me. Okay. All right. That's
Cage
right.
match had that match at 6 minutes 17 seconds. Wikipedia had that match at 6 minutes even.
Interesting.
Yes. Cage match had Macklin and Kazarian at 8:01. Wiki had it at 8 minutes even.
Okay. Yeah, we'll use cage match moving forward for times, just so we have the same source.
And I guess maybe like a comparative rating for cage match.
And for comparative ratings for cage match users. Yeah, that's cool.
Right, cool.
Sweet. All right, moving on. Next up was the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Let's do our rating first. I feel like we're going to disagree on this one.
Think so?
I don't know. I'm curious. All right. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, not as much as I thought we were going to disagree.
Okay. Did you think I was going to be lower or higher?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think I was going to be higher, though. I think I was going to be significantly higher, but... All right. Bleacher Report gave it a C. What did Cage Match give it? Do you have it up on Cage Match?
Cage Match, 59 votes, 3.83.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Top moments and takeaways. Number 1, how Jake Something is as good as he is and as physically impressive as he is, yet continues to be utilized as unsurprisingly or uninspiringly as he is, remains a mystery. There were loud, passionate chants of bullshit from fans regarding the finish, and justifiably so. It was a cop-out finish that negated the entire purpose of the match. Considering the match was the lengthiest of the night, to get to the final moments and not book an actual winner was a significant creative misstep and the primary reason for the lower grade. There were plenty of stories to track and some fun spots, but the closing moments were so unsatisfying that it dragged the quality down. Yeah. So I agree with that. I thought the ending was stupid.
Yep. I thought it was. I mean,
cop-out is a really good way of doing it. It's like, you really couldn't pick one? Really?
Yeah.
So instead, now we're going to have to deal, not that I watch TNA, but now fans are going to have to deal with Frankie Kazarian and Nick Nemeth trying to cash in at the same time constantly until someone manages to outsmart the other, I guess.
I mean, it's like
baffling.
Just like WWE 2018, 2019.
Yeah. It's just weird booking. I don't understand where this came from. There was plenty of people that could have won it legitimately, and instead they went with this weird, I don't even. So the Frankie Kazarian thing makes sense because he lost his title earlier in the night, so I'm not super mad at that. But then just have him win, you know? Let's go through the participants, because we didn't know who the participants were going into it. So you have a list of the 20 people, right?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
So we had, of course, Li Ying Li and Mara.
She did pretty well.
Sade, who was a former Jakara Jackson from NXT.
Oh, I did not notice that.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yep, that was her.
Yeah, they did very well.
They did. Sade has definitely improved since leaving NXT.
NXT.
Yeah. And then after that, you had, I think the Nemeth brothers came out at the same time. Didn't they? Because they were 3 and 4. Ryan first and then Nick second.
Yeah, Ryan came out first and got his ass kicked by the women. And then the next entrant was Nick.
Okay.
Nick. And he came out and evened the playing field.
Cedric?
Which is just weird.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was definitely kind of odd to see.
Yeah, I was like a year ago, Nick Nemeth was the champion.
AAA. Yeah, he was AAA. I think it was AAA champion and TNA champion at the same time.
Yeah, and now a year later, he's in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet getting beat up by women.
Yeah.
I was just like,
whatever.
what happened? But yeah,
It's better than
you said
getting beat up by Goldberg.
yeah.
So
You said Cedric was next.
Yep, Cedric was next at 5. Rich Swann at 6. AJ
Cedric is
Francis.
amazing.
I like Cedric.
Cedric is just so underappreciated and so underutilized. You know, he's very much the Shelton, I think, of this generation. Rich Swann was really good too. Who was the third one after Rich Swann?
AJ Francis was after
Jesus, yeah,
Flop Dollar.
Flop Dollar. Yeah, the crowd loves him, don't they?
Yeah, Travis Williams was
yeah, I didn't really know who he was.
BDE, I think he is.
That was shocking.
I don't know who he is. Who is he?
So he's a famous YouTuber. He's got like over a million subscribers. Okay. I watch his videos when he goes to like he does the thing with there's another YouTube crew that he goes with to events all the time. They were actually in the crowd. Like they did a shot of them in the crowd talking with, I think, the commentary team, maybe something like that. But they like attend events and they do predictions just like we do, but they're in the crowd for them.
Okay.
And he does all kinds of other stuff too. He plays like WWE video games and all that kind of stuff. But he's pretty entertaining. He's like iShowSpeed, but a little, but smaller on the spectrum of YouTube popularity.
So he's trying to be like Logan Paul, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and he did pretty decently. Like I when he came out, I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then he looked in great shape and he did fairly well. I was like, okay. I guess he's training, or he's like, he might do like independent work or something like that. I think they mentioned on commentary.
Okay. And after him, you had the Rascals.
Yeah, what the fuck was that bullshit? All three of them coming out at the same time.
They all three counted as
that was stupid.
One in.
Are they like the 3MB of TNA? Is that why?
Well, the Rascals used to be two of them: Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and Wes Lee.
Right.
The one that was in NXT.
NXT. And we'll probably be back shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are they like the 3MB of TNA?
Kind of. Kind of like that. Yeah.
That's why they were all let in at the same time. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when Kai and Tai. Would come in as one entrant and just get demolished. I was like, okay.
Danny Luna after them.
Yeah, she was pretty good too.
Yeah, she's very, very physical. Very physical. Eric Young after that.
Man, Eric Young is so good. I feel bad for him. He deserved more in his career. I mean, he was TNA champion and stuff like that, but like he got the shaft in WWE. I feel like
he did get the shaft in WWE. That was a rough gimmick they had. The Sanity. Yeah. It
could have been good, but it was goofy instead of being dark.
Yeah. Jake something after him.
Also really good. He's really good.
Rosemary.
That was weird. Was that like a callback? Because I feel like she doesn't wrestle anymore.
I don't think she wrestles much.
Yeah, she's just kind of a gimmick.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing that appears every so often, like Danhausen.
Yeah, like Danhausen. Yeah. The hometown man.
Man, he was over. He was so over.
He is over. Yeah.
That's so funny. Does he just go to every town and just he hails from that town every time?
Yeah.
That's such a good gimmick.
Well, it's Cody Deaner, right?
Yeah.
If you watch TNA a long time ago, he was in a tag team with ODB, if you remember her.
Oh, ODB. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, a tag team with ODB?
They were a tag team. And
there was intergender tag matches?
And he was actually the knockout champion. Yes.
Okay. So he's a comedy wrestler.
Basically. Yeah, somewhat, yeah. So then he lost Loser Leaves the Company match. Cody Deaner did.
So he comes back as Mr. America?
So he comes back as the hometown man, a masked wrestler with a jersey or from whatever city they're in.
Dude, that gimmick would get over in WWE. It would so get over in WWE.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay.
After him, Zach Clayton. I don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know him either.
Frankie Kazarian, because he attacked
somebody. Yeah, wasn't it a girl?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And then Santino Marella came out, had words with him, and Santino entered himself into it.
Yeah. And did the
Yep.
Cobra.
Knocked Kazarian out. No, never mind. He knocked him out through the middle rope.
Yeah. He cobraed him.
Yep, he covered him and he fell out. Not over the top rope, so he wasn't eliminated, and that's how he ended up getting back in at the end.
Yeah.
But, of course, very shortly after Santino entered the ring, he got knocked out, just like Rumble.
His Royal Rumble appearance.
Yep, and he did the whole thing. I wasn't ready, whatever.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Where's John Cena?
Yep. But, of course, he's the director of authority, so he could have just made himself...
Put himself back in.
Yeah, put himself back in. Yeah, so that was kind of dumb. I mean, it was a little throwback, but still kind of dumb.
It was funny. Yeah.
So he was 18, Matt Cardona was 19, and then Mance Warner was 20.
Right.
Actually, you could say he was 22 because 3 of the Rascals came in at once.
Yeah, the 20-person intergender call your shot gauntlet with 22 people in it.
Yes.
Yeah, so, pretty decent array of wrestlers. The way that they involved the women did not make me go, wow, this is really a stretch. Like, they kind of made it make some semblance of sense, and they made the women look good, and so I was really happy about that.
Yeah.
But that name that didn't appear, very strange to me. And that is
Joe Hendry?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. So I guess the story was Eric Young knocked him out and hurt him or whatever. I think that's why he's not on TV, is because Eric Young hurt him.
So you would have thought that he would have come out right after Eric Young in the
possibly,
to take him out, and then he just doesn't show up.
Unless they're just
is he injured, or he's just out of TNA? Maybe, yeah, maybe he's just done with TNA and he's officially NXT now.
I think he could be done with TNA.
Really weird, yeah. But here's the weird thing, though, is that they put him on the poster.
Yeah. Well, so we saw that with later on. Well, we'll see that later on.
Yeah, we'll talk about that again. Yeah. Just I don't know, very strange. But I was entertained for 90% of the match because I was like, oh, who's coming out next? I remember this person. Oh, I've never seen this person before. Like, I was just kind of like, genuinely interested in how it was going, and then that finish was just.
I was kind of hoping we might see a couple NXT names, but I wasn't disappointed that we didn't.
We didn't get any. Yeah. I think in my brain, I was telling myself there might be one, but they're not going to do more than that because it's a TNA show. And as much as they already have a bunch of NXT people on the show. So it was kind of like, how many spots do we want to give them on our biggest show of the year? But yeah, to have none, I was a little surprised at. Surprised. Yeah, I thought it was fun until the end.
Yeah.
And that sucked.
That's probably not the last time you're going to say that in this event.
That I had fun until the end?
Yeah, that it was pretty good until the end.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How'd we do on predictions?
This was a hard one, not knowing, of course, entrants, who they were going to be. Might as well just do both. We didn't get either one right.
Okay.
Either the bonus or the winner. I had Cedric winning.
Right.
I thought maybe with him being a recent signing, he would earn a title shot.
Yeah, get a boost.
And you had the former Xia Li winning.
Yeah. I figured with the 3 people that they had involved, had announced in the match, I was like, one of them's gotta win, right? So I was like, maybe they'll have a woman win the match, just kind of as a surprise.
Yeah.
But definitely didn't see a Nick Nemeth, Frankie Kazarian tie.
No.
Fuck is that shit?
And bonus question, who was the 6th entrant? I know we had talked about who would be closest. The 6th entrant was Rich Swann. We did not guess that. I guessed Eric Young, and you said Jake something. Eric Young was 12, and Jake something was 13.
Roger.
So had we gone for closest wins, I would have got it. But that didn't happen. Neither one.
Right. All right. Next match. What was our max ceiling?
Me 6, you 5.
So exceeded my expectations. That makes sense why I feel so the way I do.
Yep.
All right. Next up, the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Kalani Jordan defending against Indy Hartwell.
Oh, I didn't write down max ceilings on this. Okay.
It's okay.
I probably would have put it 7 or 8.
I'm still thinking here. I didn't have a gut on this one, so I had to think about it. All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yep.
Bleacher Report gave it a B-. What cage match give it?
Cage match. 61 votes, 4.55.
Ooh, all right.
So far.
Top moments of takeaways from Bleacher Report. Tom Hannafin and Matthew Ray. I have no idea.
Rehwoldt.
Expertly told the Rehwoldt?
Yeah.
Rehwoldt. Expertly told the story of
Adrian
Hartwell
English.
and Jordan's history.
Or no, Aiden English.
Was this the package? The video package they're talking about here? Or are they talking about the commentators? Tom Hannafin and Matthew Rehwoldt?
Yeah, that's the commentators.
Huh. Oh, Tom Hannafin is Tom Phillips, right?
Yes.
Right, okay. That's why I didn't connect the dots there.
And Aiden English.
Yeah. So they expertly told the story of Hartwell and Jordan's history dating back to NXT, where the former was the latter's first tag team partner on a live event tour. It added more background to the contest and meant Jordan's victory was more meaningful when she proved she was not the naive newcomer anymore. A solid match that struggled to keep the fans invested, but featured hard work from both women. This was an effective contest that put over the challenger while also having the champion retain. Do not be surprised if Hartwell is back in championship contention in short order, or if she is still the competitor who ultimately unseats Jordan. Since we don't know what our max ceilings were, I feel like my gut is telling me I probably was expecting a lot more from this match. It was fine to me. It was kind of on that same level for me as the opening match, where I was like, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was above average for me.
Yeah.
Wasn't quite good.
No.
But it was above average.
I don't know if the crowd kind of felt disconnected from it because it was essentially 2 NXTers.
And it was kind of 2 baby faces.
Yeah, there was just something missing from this match, and I'm not sure what it was, but it didn't click. And that happens sometimes, you know. You get two really good wrestlers in there, sometimes it just doesn't work. And that's, you know, it is what it is. I don't have much to say on it. As the takeaways mentioned, Jordan retained. Indy's parents or family were in attendance, which was interesting. This is not the first time that's happened recently, where the family comes to see them lose.
Yeah.
Seems to be a pattern.
Yeah, when I saw the family there, I thought, oh no, Indy's going to win.
Yeah. But no, she did not.
Yeah. I thought
she...
No, I did. It'll give away results and whatever.
So at the end of the Bleacher Report says she added her trademark Hertz Donut. I get it. Hertz Donut finisher, but Jordan was able to drape her foot on the rope to break the pin, which was really cool spot because she draped her rope on the second rope because of the way she was being pinned. That was pretty cool. Hartwell tried for the top rope elbow once again, but Jordan moved and delivered the one-of-a-kind split-legged moonsault for the win.
Kalani just impressed me still.
Kalani's great.
She's really good. Just wonder how much longer she's going to hold on to the belt, and after she loses it, what she's going to do back in the NXT.
Has she ever won the North American?
She was the first North American winner, or the first North American champion.
Lifted up to the main event.
Not before Sol Ruca, I think. No, I mean, I think Sol's...
Before Sol Ruca.
Yeah, I think Sol's kind of passed her up.
Maybe she goes back for the North American and stays there for a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Predictions.
Well, I thought this was this was the one that I thought TNA would get their title back from an NXT star, and you thought that was going to happen too. So I put 3 on it, you put 5, and we both got it.
All right. Remember what the bonus was for this either?
Yeah. So kind of touched on it earlier. They were both kind of baby faces, so I guess the crowd didn't quite know how to react. Question was pretty much by the end of the match, was Kalani going to be booed or was she going to be cheered?
She wasn't booed.
She wasn't booed, and when she kind of held the title up by herself, they kind of cheered
got
for
a
her.
cheer.
Yeah, she kind of got a cheer. So I got the one, you got the 0.
Shit, son.
This was
Mm,
one of the few that we differed on bonus question.
Could make all the difference with how close it is.
It could.
All right. Next up was the Hardcore War. Order 4 versus The System. Let's do a rating. I know what my gut says. Do I go one higher? It's this close. That close from going one higher. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow.
A Bleacher Report gave it a B+. So they basically gave it a 9-ish. 8.5-ish. Something in that range. Top moments takeaways from the Bleacher Report. Special Agent Zero is an impressive young performer. He commanded attention the moment he joined the match and continued to do so throughout the match. Even more so when he shrugged off a kendo stick and chokeslammed Alicia Edwards into the thumbtacks, which we'll get to in a bit. If you did not respect Alicia before this match, it's impossible not to after that chokeslam. An awe-inspiring moment that set this apart from other like-minded matchups, and it was all her. There's not enough money on the planet for most people to 450 splash a pile of thumbtacks like Ali did in the closing moments. And this earned the biggest reaction of the night from the fans and even received a few "this is awesome" chants to boot. The action was hard-hitting, violent, and featured more than a few memorable spots. It was what it needed to be, and the result was the best of the show to this point. Yeah, so what was our max ceiling on this? Do we have that information?
I do. It was... Where's that? There it is. Okay. 5 for me and 6 for you.
Wow. Yes. So it really impressed both of us.
Yeah, it far exceeded what I thought.
That's yeah. I mean, I went from not giving a shit about either of these teams and went, okay, I like this. And it wasn't what we expected. It wasn't like Anarchy in the Arena. It was more of like a War Games type match, just with no cage.
Yeah, just with no cage and one ring.
And you could bring one weapon for each person, it seemed like.
Not everybody did, though.
Not everybody brought one, no. And the music, I don't know what it was about the music for the two entrance themes, but it both worked really well, especially Order 4's theme song. Every time that hit, I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
Snap, shit just hit the fan. Who's coming down now? Yeah, man. It was really good. So some of the spots they mentioned here, the 450 splash from Ali onto the tacks. Dude. People were like holding their stomachs.
Which I'm glad that set up the finish, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, for the love of God, something actually big like that actually ended up being part of the finish. It's like,
yeah.
Normally that shit just gets shrugged off, you know?
Yes.
But it was a big moment. Yeah, people were like grabbing their stomachs and stuff like that, but I was like, fuck his stomach, his hands.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Because he came down like that. Like, there are so many nerve endings in your hand.
And his forearms, because he probably landed like flat. He probably tried to land as flat as he could.
Like, holy shit, that would have hurt like a mother. I can't remember which match it was, but it was what's that famous ref from WWE? Not Hebner and not Nate, little H.
Kyoto.
Yeah, Kyoto. He was in a match with thumbtacks, and he came down when he was counting 3. Like the 1, 2, 3, and hit one of the tacks, and you can see him just be like, 4. Yeah. like that must hurt like a bitch. Like the nerves in your hand are sensitive, man. So that was crazy, that move.
I mean, and then of course Remsburg at the tables and thumbtacks match. He wore like the gloves that go up to his elbows almost.
Yeah. So he was like, "Fuck this.
I'm not getting tacks in my hands."
Yeah. And then as the top moments takeaways, the chokeslam into the tacks from Special Agent Zero to Alicia Edwards. Let me tell you, when he picked her up the first time and tried to do it and then didn't, I was like, oh, of course they're not going to do it. They're not going to have a man slam a woman into thumbtacks. It's just not going to happen. And then when they did it, my jaw was on the fucking floor. I was like,
he did.
They actually did it?
He didn't quite lay her down gently, but he didn't go full force with it.
He didn't go full force, but it was like 75%. It was still like a whoa,
But when she sat up,
Oh,
She probably had about 20, 25
at least
sticking out of her back.
her back looked like
The pin cushion.
a pin cushion or like a bunch of gopher holes. Like,
Yeah.
like when you're looking over the landscape, there's just holes everywhere. Nasty.
So, can we trade Eddie Edwards and Alicia Edwards for Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae?
I mean, I'll trade him for Candice LeRae. I think she's kind of useless, but I like Gargano.
Because Candice and Alicia are pretty much the same. Just Alicia's a little easier on the eyes.
Yeah. No, man.
Because they both
Alicia
do
Edwards,
kind of that hardcore stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was also kind of just genuinely surprised that they went this hardcore in TNA with their affiliation with WWE. You know, I was like, this is AEW shit. Like, I'm surprised. I mean, not that WWE has any say in what TNA does on its own shows, but you would think that there might be some conflict there with the relationship with NXT, but I guess not. And I'm happy for that. I was like,
I'm happy for it too. Yeah.
Yeah. I was super impressed by what they were willing to do. The cheese grater? When the cheese grater came out, I was like, what am I watching?
Are we watching
This isn't AEW. Yeah, it's like, what the hell, man? Oh, yeah, in that moment when Mustafa Ali came out. Gun. Oh, yeah, the fucking staple gun. Yeah, I mean, dude. Blood? Crazy. Yeah, lots of good stuff in this. Lots of stuff I wasn't expecting in this match, which is really, really good. Yeah, and like I was saying, at the end of the match, when Mustafa Ali came out as the last contestant, I was just like, contestant's not a good word.
Participant.
Last participant in the match, I was just like, man, this is so well done with him coming down, like, with the security guards and everything, and he's just like, all right, time to clean up the mess. And then he ends up taking the pinfall. I was like, holy shit.
Last thing I expected was him taking the pinfall.
Props to him, man, for taking that. I mean, like, it wasn't necessary, but it was necessary for the story. This is another one of those matches where I'm like, you know what I compare this match to is the last AEW pay-per-view we watched, the Demand versus the Hurt Syndicate, where I went into it going, no one's going to give a shit about this match. And then I came out of it like, that was actually pretty good. What was that? And now I want a sequel to both these matches. I want a sequel to that one, and I want a sequel to this one. So hopefully we get another one, because this was fantastic. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
You know,
I think it could have been better, but it well exceeded my expectations. That's for sure.
You can bump mine up to an 8. Mine's an 8.
We're tied at an 8.
Cage Match did have this at 7.06 on 61 votes so far.
It's an average, but that's weird. I would have thought it would have been higher than that.
A nice little bell curve. They had 110, 19, 15 8s, 31 7s, 11 6s, and 2 5s.
Who would give this a 5? This was good. You crazy bastards.
It was good. Let's see.
Yeah, like I said, Bleacher Report gave it a B+, which is like an 8.5, give or take. Yeah, it was really good. I would watch this match again. It was that good. Yeah. Yep. All right. Predictions.
And not knowing the story too much beforehand, wasn't too confident either way. I gave it a 4, you gave it a 3, and we both got it right.
Wow, we are like neck and neck.
And I would give Agent Zero probably the MVP of the match, maybe. He looked really good.
Yeah, he looked really good. Yeah.
It's weird seeing Fandango in a match like that.
Yeah, it was a little strange. Yeah. What was the bonus question?
Oh, yeah, bonus question. Who's going to bleed first?
Oh, and it was whoever they cheese grated.
John Skyler.
I don't think either of us put him.
Nope, we both thought it was going to be members of the system. Me Eddie Edwards, and you, Brian Myers. Yeah.
Alrighty.
I did not expect Alicia Edwards would be the one bleeding for that team.
Yeah, let me tell you. Crazy. All right. Next up, TNA X Division Championship, Leon Slater versus Javon Evans.
What's wrong with my gut? No. You took too long. I had to change it.
I went with my gut again.
I feel bad doing
So
this.
far,
All right.
I haven't changed any of my answers from what my gut has told me so far. So, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Bleacher Report gave it an A+, a 10 on our score, which definitely don't agree with. What cage match? Give it
Cage match, 92 votes, the most votes of any show or any match on the show, 8.26.
wow. All right. Bleach Report takeaways. This was an extraordinary matchup between two faces of wrestling's future, and no matter how hard TNA and WWE tried to ruin everything they built with two horrendous booking decisions, it cannot overshadow that it was a thrilling showcase of raw athleticism. The crowd lived and breathed with everything Evans and Slater did, and were understandably upset by the finish or lack thereof. One more time, do not book matches between guys you don't want to lose. It prevents negative reactions that can adversely affect the overall presentation. Yeah, so the ending was absurd.
Oh my god!
Even more absurd than the double win and the call your shot gauntlet. And if it wasn't for the two horrendous booking decisions in this match, it would have got a 10. But because of those two decisions, I had to drop it 2 points. But it was still an amazing match. It just ends with a thud, like an absolute face plant because of the booking decision.
Make mine a 7. That's what my gut was.
Okay. 7 it is.
Yeah.
So for those of you who didn't watch the match, first of all, you should watch this match because everything leading up to the two
was an incredible
fuck-ups,
match.
Oh my God, just these guys are on fire, man. It was a slow build, but once they got on fire, it was just crazy good. But then we hit the two booking faux pas. Number one, the first faux pas was, for some stupid reason, there is this magical 20-minute time limit on matches.
Now,
I guess
they probably mentioned it when they did the announcement
before the match.
Yeah, this
I
is the
hope
X Division
so.
match for scheduled for 20 minutes, but then never said anything about it again.
No. Like if you're going to make that a point, you gotta get people like ready for that.
At least say there are 5 minutes remaining. There are 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and it just kind of came out of nowhere. They were on the outside of the ring, and then all of a sudden the bell rang, and it was just really awkward. And then the 20-minute time limit expired. And then it takes forever for Santino to come out and be like, does a bunch of talking, and then says 5 more minutes, and the crowd
why
cheers.
Is it just 5?
Yeah, and why is it just 5? And had you not wasted all of this time saying 5 more minutes, and like all this should have just not happened. Like all that should just not have happened, and it should have just ended the way it did end, which is the other faux pas, unfortunately, which we'll get to in a second.
The match continues until there's a winner.
Yeah, like it just, there shouldn't have been a time limit. It was stupid. Like it just doesn't make any sense. How long was the longest match on the card? Do we know how long the longest match? I assume it was the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, but if it wasn't,
that was 29 minutes, 25 seconds.
29.
This one was obviously 20 minutes plus a minute 43.
And that was the second longest match?
Yeah, that was the second longest match.
Did anything else go 20 minutes plus?
No. The hardcore match went 19 for 20.
Oh, give me a fucking break. Can you imagine? Had that been like a 20, like they had gone over on that and it was 20, 1 minutes or something like that, and they didn't do it was so dumb. It ruined the flow. You should have just not had that segment at all and just kept going, because it ruined the flow of the match. It was brutal. And then, of course, they go on and have just a crazy back and forth for that minute and a half that they gave them before the lights go out and fucking Dark State shows up.
Dark State.
Of all the people that could show up, Dark State just comes out and says, fuck you, and just beats both of them up.
I mean, that could have made more sense if Dark State was the champions, the tag champions, and then Slater and Evans could team up
to get the
fight
titles
because they interrupted the match. But they're not champions.
They just did it because they're dicks. Basically.
They just did it because they're dicks, yeah. Now, I thought maybe when it happened, they were going to appear and they were going to take Slater out and not Evans. And Evans was going to be revealed as the leader of Dark State.
Oh, interesting.
Which, before Evans goes up to the main roster, or I'm sorry, goes to Raw and SmackDown and not the main roster, because NXT is the main roster, and that right, Sin 31. Evans needs to have a heel turn, and what better way for him to turn heel would have been that, maybe.
I'll be honest, though. I don't know if you can turn Javon Evans heel.
That's
because of the way he wrestles, you know?
It's like he's like Sami Zayn.
He's like Sami Zayn or Rey Mysterio. It's like, how do you turn those guys heel? It's like, it's just difficult because of who they are as wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ending just ruined a classic, you know? Hopefully these two get to go up against each other again. I assume they will, but it's obvious with how that ended that it was like Bleacher Report said. They didn't want either to lose, and they couldn't figure out a way out of the booking. So it's like, why did you book the match in the first place then?
I mean, I don't know how someone could not want Evans to lose. He's lost recently. You know, he lost to Ethan Page. He lost to Obafemi.
Maybe that's the problem. Is they were like, we gotta pick him up a little bit, but they couldn't get TNA to agree to beating Leon Slater, so they were like, well, let's compromise. Let's have them both lose. Like it's the laziest writing. It's terrible. It reeks of ruthless aggression. WWE when they did this all the fucking time, when they had interference all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's just, in 2025, we should have better writing than, hey, this amazing match, we don't have a way to have the right person win, so we're just going to have neither of them win, and we're going to have a bunch of assholes come in and ruin it. And the crowd hated it.
I get wanting to have a match like this on your company's WrestleMania, which is bound for glory for TNA, but if it's your WrestleMania, it's okay for Javon Evans to lose because it's that big a stage.
What I would have done as a booker is I would have had Javon Evans win and then lose it at the next pay-per-view against the same guy. Just have Leon Slater win it back, and then they're 1-1. There you go.
Sure.
You know, and then we get 2 matches out of these guys that were actual matches with actual finishes.
Instead of Dark State.
Instead of fucking Dark State ruining it. It's like, ugh. And then the crowd was like, fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. It's like, I mean, it's a good way to getting heat, but I can almost guarantee you that when Dark State shows up on NXT the next, whenever the next time is,
they won't get that kind of heat.
No, they're not going to get that kind of heat. They're going to have go away heat. All right. What was our max ceilings on this one? Did we go over that?
9.
We both picked 9.
Yeah, we both picked 9. Which
funny.
Had that ending not happened, it easily would have been a 9, maybe a 10.
Yeah, like I said, if those 2 stupid booking decisions hadn't happened and we actually got a real finish with that bullshit, it could have been a 10.
Yep.
It's brutal. All right, predictions.
Well, neither one of us had a no contest on it.
Yeah. Brutal.
So, goose eggs there.
Brutal.
See if any one of us could salvage a point from the bonus question, which was, who was going to be the first person to hit a top rope maneuver? There were a couple that were catapulting over the top rope to the outside and to the inside. A couple that were from the middle rope. But the first person to hit a top rope maneuver was a missile dropkick about 5-6 minutes in from Leon Slater. So that means...
Oof.
I got the point.
I'm slipping back. I don't like it.
And with us matching every single winner pick, those bonus points
Oh,
are could
very
make a
valuable.
difference. Are valuable this time.
Well, you're about to cringe at the next match from Bleacher Report's Bleacherness.
I'm sure I will. Oh,
The TNA and NXT Tag Team Championship, basically Dudley's retirement match. Hardys versus Dudley's in a table match. Let's do our rating.
it's almost coincidental that there's this match on this card and then another match on the other card that we're doing
That
from the other show that
does-
we're reviewing.
That does what?
A contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, good call. Good call. I see what you mean. Oh, man. Well, I'm definitely not giving it what Bleacher Report gave it. Wait till you hear what Bleacher Report gave it. Damn. What do I give this?
All right. I'm good.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we agreed.
All right.
For the first time.
I
You will not
couldn't-
believe this.
I could not go worse than Tessa versus Gia.
Yeah. Bleacher Report gave it an unbelievable A+++++.
Okay.
What are they smoking?
Cage
I
match.
don't know what they're smoking. Cage match must have been brutal. Has to have
Let's
been brutal.
see. There were 1, 2, 3 matches worse than this on Cage Match. This
Wow.
got a 4.64.
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, it's still not great. All right.
No.
All right. Top moments and takeaways from Bleacher Report. Spike Dudley arrived and gave Bubba and Devon their trademark Dudley glasses. That was a nice touch.
That was a nice touch.
Props to Mackenzie Mitchell for listing all of the tag team titles these two teams have held over their careers and not missing or flubbing on any. That was really cool. It's a lot of fucking titles. Great work from someone still relatively new to the ring announcer gig. Speaking of which, while she did well on that, she was kind of bad the rest of the night. She's not a good announcer. I'm sorry. She's just not good.
Yeah.
She holds things too long, you know?
That's Vic Joseph's wife.
Vic Joseph. Who's Vic Joseph?
NXT commentator.
Vic. Right.
Yep.
Really? That's interesting.
Yep.
Well,
I was
sorry about your wife, Vic.
when Spike Dudley came out, I was almost hoping that Lita would come out with the Hardys.
That would have been
That would
great.
have
I bet
been
you she's
really
still under
cool.
contract with WWE, though. She probably got a lot of
Okay,
those
so
contracts.
what?
Yeah, I mean, it's TNA.
It's TNA, yeah.
And they did call Team 3D the Dudley Boys.
Yep.
So they must have got permission from WWE on that one.
Yep. They had Team 3D on the front and then the Dudley Boys on the back.
Dudley Boys on the back.
shirts. Yeah.
And they were wearing the trademark Army camouflage gear, too.
Yep.
Their last point here was there was absolutely nobody expecting this to be a 5-star affair or rewrite what it means to be pro wrestling in 2025. It was instead
why they
a
give
nod
it
to
an A?
contribution. Right. It was instead a nod to contributions to the Hardys and Dudleys, provided the industry as revolutionaries and game changers. It was one last opportunity for fans to enjoy one of the greatest and most important rivalries the industry has seen over the last quarter century. Was everything pretty? No, but you cannot account for emotion, and it was all over this one. Okay, so I'm perfectly okay with giving these guys their one final match, especially Devon, because he hasn't really been able to wrestle because of his health issues, but it showed. Unfortunately,
Very much.
Devon could not move his hips. There was no hip movement whatsoever in anything he did. When he did punt, he did the. There was a wrestler who looked very much the same when he was getting too up there, where when he does the punch, like you know how Devon usually punches, he does like the he leans back, but he was just standing there doing this, like he wasn't like. There was no hip movement whatsoever. Mick Foley, I think, is who I'm thinking of.
Probably.
Bubba still looks good though.
He's in good shape.
He can still go. That man.
Yep.
And so can the Hardys. They can still go too. Matt's looking a little stiffer than normal. Jeff Hardy looks like he hasn't missed a beat though. It's crazy.
Sometimes he does.
Yeah, it's just bonkers, man. But yeah, the match itself was okay. It did what it needed to do. They had some classic spots like Jeff doing the swanton off the tall ladder onto the table.
The what's up headbutt.
the What's Up headbutt, which got maybe the loudest What's Up in history. Like, that was really loud.
And of
Got
course,
the 3D.
get the tables.
Get the tables.
That was loud.
Everything's in there. Yeah. My problem with the match was less about the match and more about the finish and the aftermatch. Finish basically saw Bubba doing the what I call like the Shawn Michaels Undertaker spot, where Shawn Michaels is basically, you know how he did that thing in his last match where he's like crawling up,
or the Ric
Taker.
Flair,
or the Ric Flair,
Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, yeah,
where it's like they're putting them out of their misery kind of a thing, and then they basically like rock bottomed him through the table, which I was a little confused at because I'm like, Bubba's gonna wrestle again. I don't see him not wrestling again. That should have been Devon, but maybe he couldn't take that big of a bump. I don't know.
And that table bump that he took, it looked like he took almost no impact from that. Yeah.
Yeah, they were protecting Devon for sure.
Seemed like it for sure.
Which is okay, you know. But
almost to the point where it looked like Jeff hit his head on a couple rungs of the ladder.
Yeah, it looked bad. Yeah, that looked rough. And that was the first time I've ever seen Jeff jump off the top of the ladder. Like, normally he just kind of like flips forward, falls forward, but he actually jumped a little bit. I was like, oh fuck. That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the match, but the ending was a little, like I said, it should have been Devon. It shouldn't have been Bubba, but maybe Devon just couldn't take that bump. I don't know. And then my other problem with it was the aftermatch took way too long.
Yeah.
Way too long. There could have been another fucking match in there. It was so long.
When the entrance started, or the entrances started, to the end of the afterbirth of the match.
The afterbirth?
Yeah, the afterbirth of the match was like 45 minutes. Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes from entrance. From
all
curtain
props
to curtain.
in the world all props in the world to the Hardys and the Dudleys. They deserve a good send-off. But good God, that took too long.
It took forever.
Way too long. Like, just way too long. Yeah, I hated that. I was falling asleep. I was like, okay, like, we get it. It's the heartfelt thing. We get it. You know, oh, now they're stopping them. Why are they stopping them? Oh, they're giving them their boots. That's cute. But holy shit, is this taking another long time? It just took too long.
It's like, okay, they're giving them their boots. How long is it going to take off the boots?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, holy fuck.
It took forever.
Yeah, it was way too long. Way too long. But I did like the sentimentality until I got to the point where I was like, all right, guys.
So
let's go.
I was a little confused, right? So I know obviously it's a tables match where both members have to go through a table. Mm-hmm. Jeff got put through a table first. Matt went through a table, but he didn't get put through.
Which doesn't count. Yeah. Right? But it has to be an offensive maneuver.
I thought for some reason that once a person gets put through the table, they're out of the match.
Oh, no.
That it's not, apparently.
No, in their tables match at SummerSlam, they continued in the match too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like an elimination tables match. It's just they keep going. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if that fucking dragged out ending would have been a quarter of what it was, it would have been better. It was way too long. Undertaker didn't even get that long of a send off. It was like, holy shit, guys. Yeah. What was our max ceiling on this one?
6 and 6.
All right. Well,
it's probably
it could have been better, but yeah, it was about what we expected. All right.
But
predictions
just dragged.
It dragged.
The 5 for me and 5 for you, probably.
Yep.
Predictions. Well, we both didn't think it was going to be the Dudleys.
No.
Winning both titles. So, Hardys, we were confident. Me for 8, you for 9.
All right. And then the all-important bonus question.
The all-important bonus question, yes. Who was going to be the first person after the match started to set up tables? Now, you saw each of the Dudleys come out with a table. in their entrance, and they set up the tables beforehand.
But that wasn't during the match.
During the match. At the point where they did the big Devon get the tables spot. Devon went out, got a table, pushed it into Bubba. Devon got another table out, but while he was getting the table out, Bubba set up the table in the ring. So Bubba set the table up. I said Jeff Hardy, and you said Bubba.
Jeff Hardy.
No, I'm sorry. You said Devon.
Yeah, I said Devon.
You said Devon.
All right. Let's get to the main event, which was the TNA World Championship. Trick Williams defending against Mike Santana. Let's do a rating. I don't need to think of Michael Santana. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Bleacher Report gave it an A. Top moments, takeaways from Bleacher Report. This was very much a Santana wins or we riot kind of night.
Yeah.
Williams talks trash on TNA, but still has an arena full of fans chanting, "Whoop that trick." Proof positive of his enormous star. This was a fantastic main event thanks to raw emotion, which Santana brought. Williams was excellent in his own right. His in-ring work heads and shoulders above where it was at this time last year. Chemistry was there. The fans were red hot for the match, and the finish was exactly what it should have been. Santana paid off his journey, regained his company's title, celebrated with his daughter. It did not need the cash-in teases, but that is nitpicking. This was damn near perfect. I definitely disagree with that, obviously, but why'd you give it an 8?
It was a really good match. The storytelling was good. Of course, the story of Santana. Will he win? Will he finally win?
The big one.
Trick playing the big heel, taunting Santana's daughter ringside.
And his mom or sister or something, too, that was giving him the finger.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yep. It was just, Kreider was into it for Santana. Kreider was hot for Santana. And really hot against Trick, so thought it was just a good story, good action.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was above average for the title matches that were on the show for me. I've never really connected with Santana, so that still didn't work for me. I'm happy for him. Obviously, he's worked hard to get where he is. Trick Williams is great. Some of the interference was weird, or like the attempted interference was weird, and I don't know. It didn't flow for me the way that I was hoping it would. And the win for Mike Santana didn't come off as like, I don't know. It just didn't. There was, again, something missing from this match, just like it was with the Knockouts World Championship match. I was just like, something's missing for me.
You think it was that, or do you think it was because it was after what happened with the last match?
It could be. I could have been deflated from that last match. It's definitely possible. It also could have been because I was so sure that Mike Santana was going to win that I was just kind of like put off by it at this point. I was just kind of like, well, it seems like a foregone conclusion at this point in the show that Santana's winning this.
I did make a note that it didn't look like Santana had a good poker face at all.
Yeah, he looked excited.
It's almost like he came out knowing, obviously he came out knowing that he was going to win, but he came out showing that he knew that he was going to win.
Yeah, some wrestlers just are not good at hiding the finish when they're excited like that. It's true.
He took a little too long for his entrance, soaking it in, knowing that he was going to win.
Yeah.
And I think Trick played the part of the heel champion. He didn't show that, he didn't let it affect him that he was going to lose.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what Trick does tonight. We're recording this on Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fine. It was better than the Steve Macklin and the TNA Knockouts Championship matches, but it still wasn't quite where I wanted it to be. But to each their own.
And I gave my rating for the match up to the bell. All the stuff that happened after does not affect the rating of the match. So that's why it's still an 8.
Yeah, now, that stuff was not great. Kind of soured the mood at the end. It was like, he didn't need to do this, especially since it... Oh, yeah, and that whole thing with, like, Kazarian being in the ring, and it was like he fucked something up.
Well,
because he was like...
Apparently you have to
forgot
have
the trophy.
Well, yeah.
Which doesn't make any
Dolph
sense.
Ziggler, Nick Nemeth had the trophy with him, but Elijah
that was cool.
Took him out with the guitar.
Yeah, that was cool. That wasn't.
But then Kazarian couldn't cash in because he didn't have the trophy.
Which makes no sense because then it's like, why were you in the ring at all?
When you know you don't have the trophy.
When you know you don't have the trophy, it was like he kind of just like realized it in the heat of the moment. He was like, "Oh wait, I don't have the trophy." It was well, then why the fuck are you in there, you dumbass? Like it just made him look like an idiot. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't a great post match.
Yeah,
should have just let Santana celebrate. And
it was about the moment for Santana. And
it was about the moment.
And that afterbirth of it kind of took away the.
You said afterbirth again.
I did again. It's afterbirth. It's what happens after the actual moment, right?
All right. How did we do on predictions?
Predictions. Well, this one was a flip of the previous match. This was the one I was most confident on, and the one that you were second most confident on. So I had 9 on, and you had 8.
Wow, we must be so close in points. Holy shit.
And bonus question, was there going to be any outside interference?
Which there wasn't.
Which there was not. There was maybe some attempted, but there was no actual interference agreed upon. That means I got a point.
My God.
And you got none.
I need to make up some huge ground at Crown Jewel or I'm not getting my title back. All right.
But yeah.
All right.
Well, we picked the same for every match. We didn't get everyone right because Slater didn't win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We got the winner or loser of every match the same.
All right.
And as far as ratings...
Yeah, let's see what the average is. I'm curious.
Cage match. Well, cage match for the world title match, 7.16 was cage match.
Right between us.
And for us, I was just a tad higher. I'm at 6.25 and you're at 5.75.
All right.
Which I probably would have rated mine probably right about a 6. So that checks.
Yeah, I would say it. Yeah, it was about a 6. All right. That's TNA. That's our first TNA pay-per-view that we've ever done. So let's move on to
may just do big ones
main
going forward.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do every TNA pay-per-view. We'll probably do I don't know.
Genesis is our next one.
Yeah, no, we won't do that. I don't think we'll do that. And we'll do it on a,
card by card basis.
Card by card basis. Yeah, if there's something significant there that warrants it. Otherwise, we might just do Bound for Glory and Slammiversary, maybe. All right, let's move on to Crown Jewel Perth. High-level thoughts. I'll lead off this time. I thought it was a good show. It was definitely a nice bounce back from WrestlePocrappa. That happened last time. That was just, wow, that was bad. That being said, though, this is definitely a show where it started high, went down, came back up, went down, and it came back up. It was very, very odd in that sense. But yeah, I enjoyed the show. It was pretty good. My brain still kind of goes back and forth on the 5-match card stuff, but I kind of like it. It gives each match a little bit more importance.
I mean, it does. It does allow for the matches to be a little bit longer in length.
And they can breathe, too.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because I'm watching it, or in this case, a lot of it I was listening to at work. There didn't seem to be as long of breaks between the matches. I don't know if that's because I was just watching on Netflix with VPN, so I didn't get the actual commercials, the ads that were in between the matches. I don't know if that's why, but it just didn't seem like there were as many ad breaks or as much time between the matches as there normally are.
Maybe the matches were longer than normal. I don't know. It's a tough call. I don't know.
But to me, the crowd, I don't know. The crowd was a little too much for me at some points.
Really?
A little bit.
I thought they were pretty good. They definitely weren't France level of obnoxious.
Especially with the after show. The post show, they were
yeah,
really a little too much.
yeah, with the Triple H thing.
Well, I mean, with the Triple H thing, with Seth out there, whatever. I mean, they were just going from one chant to another.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into the specifics. Starting with the street fight, Roman Reigns versus hometown hero Bronson Reed. Let's do our grade. 3, 2, 1. Can't even see mine. There we go. All right.
6 and 7. All right.
Bleacher Report gave it a B. It's a little bit higher than us. Notable moments and observations. The crowd booed the U.S. national anthem, but sang along with the same woman when she sang the Australian national anthem.
I don't understand why
people do that.
No, I don't understand why they would do the U.S. national anthem.
Oh yeah,
when they go international.
It's stupid.
If they tout themselves as a global brand, a global company, there's no need to do the U.S.
everywhere
anthem.
Yeah, it's stupid. I completely agree.
Just do it for the country where they're at.
Where you are. Yep.
Yep.
I completely agree. It's not like all of your wrestlers and staff are American.
Well, I counted. Of the 12 people in the
matches,
half of them are from America. Only half.
Right? So it's like, why don't you do the national anthems for all your wrestlers too?
Yeah.
It's like, just cut out the bullshit with
Reed and Rhea from Australia, Io, Asuka, Kairi from Japan, Stephanie from Chile.
There you go. Chile.
But yeah, it's unless you're a team or you're a person that is competing for your country.
Yeah, I feel like it's
a national anthem.
It's an American problem.
It is. Well, I mean, political situation aside.
Yeah.
There's no.
It's just always been that way, and then it's only America that does that, seemingly. But it's also hard to say because America's kind of the only country that goes global with their products or with their, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see FIFA taking their stuff to America. You know, you don't see.
Well, I mean, other than FIFA, FIFA, I guess, is just the governing board that does the World Cup, essentially.
Yeah.
You know, you've got
what's the soccer league
here
over there?
Major League Soccer.
No, over in Europe.
Well, I mean, there's
the Manchester United plays for them, and like all those ones.
It's the Premier League is just England, right? You've got La Liga, which is the Spanish league. You've got the Bundesliga, which is the German league. You know, if you've got two British teams, two teams from the Premier League coming over to the United States to play, they're not going to play the British national anthem before the game.
Exactly. It's an American patriotism, whatever it is.
Now, if
it's weird,
the English national team comes here and plays against the United States national team, they're going to play both.
That makes sense.
Anthems, because you're representing.
That makes total sense. Yeah. Makes total sense. But WWE is not representing. I mean, they think that they're representing America, but in reality, they're just a
global company.
Global corporation. You're not a unite, like, you know what I mean? It's very up its own ass.
Yeah. Very much.
For lack of they've always been that way though. Ripley narrated the opening video package, which was very good. Roman Reigns chucked a bottle of Prime at Reed, which was funny. But he also threw some rugby balls and hit Reed with a cricket bat. Yeah, he did. Yeah, this match was fun. It did more than I thought it was going to, I think, because Reed's a big boy. You know, he doesn't have long matches, and he's very limited in what he can do because he's such a big boy.
I mean, he's not going to have a catch-as-catch-can technical. Masterpiece.
It's not going to have a 5-star classic, I don't think, at any point in his career. That being said, though, it was entertaining, and I thought the finish was really good. Basically, Jay had a miscommunication, and ended up spearing Roman through a table when he was trying to help defend against Braun Breaker and all that. Jimmy was there, too. But in the end, Jay ended up costing Roman the match, and Bronson got the win after a tsunami!
Only one tsunami took him out.
One tsunami, yeah. Yeah, which we'll talk about that much later in the show. Yeah, I'm glad Reed got the win. He needed it.
He did.
To look a little stronger. He's only the second person, I think, to pin Roman in the last 3 years.
5 years in a singles match.
In a singles match. Yeah, it's crazy.
Jay
Cody's the only other one.
Jay pinned him at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam in a tag match.
In a tag match, yep.
Yeah, crazy. Roman's been pinned 3 times in 5 years. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, he only wrestles 5 times a year. But
so a couple weeks ago, they came out with the PWI 500, the top 500 wrestlers, right? Roman did not wrestle enough to be considered in
registered.
Those rankings. Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
what you get, Roman.
That's how seldom he wrestles.
Yep.
Which is fine. I mean, that just means that when he is, it's a big deal. When he does.
He's in the taker portion of his career.
There we go. All right. Refocus.
Yeah, he's in the Undertaker portion of his career, so it's fine.
Yep. Just don't go to the Rock portion of your career where it's once every 5 years, 6 years you wrestle.
Yeah, it's dumb. And also don't show up, become a part of a storyline, and then just disappear.
Oh.
Would appreciate that too.
I did have kind of a problem with the afterbirth of this match too. It did.
Jesus.
It just takes forever for Roman to exit the ring and have the little, I don't want to see you guys until Christmas, whatever.
Yeah, garbage. And then Jay and Jimmy were kind of talking in the ring, and then Jay has to walk out. And that took a little bit too long. But I mean, they were also emphasizing that. I still am just super interested in where this is going, because they still are leading everyone to believe that Jay is going to turn heel, which just doesn't seem like it's something they would do.
And even after Raw, it almost seemed like it yesterday.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know, man. I hope they do, because that's something that I would like to see. I'd like to see a different side to Jay. I'd like to see something different from the Bloodline stuff. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm just very interested to see where this goes, but more on that later because I have some other thoughts, but we need to talk about something else first. What was our max ceiling on this? Did we talk about that?
I had 8, you had 7.
And I gave it a 7. So it met my expectations.
Yes.
And
I gave it a 6.
And it didn't meet your expectations. Okay. All right. Predictions.
I'm kind of a little happy to be wrong. I thought Reed could have used a win, but I didn't think he would, and you thought he would. But you only put 1 on it, and I put 3 on it. I missed 3.
Ooh, okay, that might help me. Still, I put 1 point on that. God damn it! All right, a bonus question.
Oh yeah, bonus. This was actually your idea. Bronson Reed missed out on Elimination Chamber last February in Australia, so this was his first PLE in front of his home crowd. Would he be cheered or would he be booed? And he got resounding boos.
He did. Yeah, he got resounding boos. So there was no cheers for him.
Like we both thought he would.
All right, next match was the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vakir.
Oh, and for what it's worth, the 21-minute match, the first match, rated 6.45 on Cage Match on 316 votes.
A lot more votes than on
A lot
TNA.
more votes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I didn't put our max ceiling on here. You know what?
I'm debating between 2, but I'm going with my gut because it serves me well. Too. I feel like we might be way off on this one, but we'll see.
Maybe.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I thought so. Yeah, I thought so. Bleacher Report gave it a B. So right on with you.
Yep.
Notable moments and observations from the match. The standing submission Vakir used was unique. Yeah, it was pretty cool. was like a octopus stretch, but with like a it was like a standing octopus stretch. It was weird. The suplex backbreaker from Stratton looked rough. Yeah, it didn't look good. It looked like she almost missed it. And then Michael Cole made a joke about Wade Barrett getting in trouble for how he reacted to the Devil's Kiss last time. I don't know what that's referring to.
I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something that was like, oh, did he really just say that?
Okay.
But I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't recall either. Yeah, so obviously we're pretty far away on this one. My first question to you is, how long was this match?
10 minutes.
Yeah. A little short.
The shortest.
A little short.
Well, one match was 19 minutes, 57 seconds, but all the other ones were over 20 minutes.
And this one got 10.
This one was 10:17. No, I'm sorry.
What does that tell you?
10 minutes, 6 seconds. This was the
what is that?
Single drawback for me on this match.
Yeah. That tells me there was a huge confidence problem with somebody in this match, and it's not Stephanie Vaquer.
But I thought it was Tiffany's best match that she's had. When you look at what she's had, Jade, Nia, Charlotte at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So a 4 on our scale is below average. It is not a bad match. 3 would be considered bad on our scale. So below average is what I think it was. Tiffany's just a kind of a strange enigma at this point. They keep keeping on with her. They keep her with the title. She doesn't seem to be resonating the way she used to. I don't know what the problem is, but there's clearly a problem, and them giving this match half of the second shortest match on the card tells me something's very wrong. This match went so short that I blinked and I missed it. It ended very fast with Stephanie doing a what does she call that, corkscrew 450? Whatever it is.
Just a corkscrew
moonsault kind of a thing.
There's no name for it yet.
She needs a name. Why are your names not being?
It used to be, well, not it used to be. AJ Styles used to do something like that called the spiral tap.
Right, yeah.
But it's not quite the same as his.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this match. I was just very disappointed with how short it was. It felt like it just didn't matter on the card. I don't know. I just didn't like it. So
I was teetering between a 7 and an 8.
I was teetering between a 4 and a 5. I was going to be more generous and give it a 5, but I was like, no, it wasn't average. It was below average for me.
So I'll go with a 7. I'll just say it was good.
It was good.
It was good.
7's a good. Yeah, 8's great. 7's good on our scale for reference, people.
But I do still think it was Tiffany's best match.
That's not a good sign.
And Stephanie doesn't have anything less than a good match. Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't do anything for me. It also didn't have a story. No.
Although that does not hurt. Those do not
probably hurt her. Yeah, I think the problem was like the men's Crown Jewel match had a story kind of going into it, whereas this one was just two champions facing off, and there was nothing really to it.
And 2 baby faces.
Which made it even less of an appealing kind of a situation. I don't know. It just didn't do anything for me. Sorry, girls.
Two spots in the match. The swanton that Tiffany did, and Stephanie got the. Good Lord, that looks like it hurts. And then, of course, the Stephanie's dragon whip knee thing.
Oh yeah, that's always amazing.
God,
that always looks really, really ugly.
I don't know how much that might hurt, but that is just absolutely probably the most devastating move that it looks like that I see every week.
It should almost be her finisher. Just break her leg, basically.
The person should not be able to walk after that.
There should be a story. Bad. Yeah. All right. Let's do predictions, I guess.
It'd be interesting to see. Well, we kind of saw where Stephanie's headed afterwards on Raw yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And that's our match with Roxanne.
Even though she lost a match that night.
Yeah. All right. I, for some reason, thought that they weren't gonna shove the Rocket any further up Stephanie than they already have. You thought they would, so much that was your most confident. You got 5, I got 0.
Nice little comeback there.
And I had Tiffany for 1.
Oh, okay.
So
right.
I missed out on 1 point.
All right, not a big loss.
And
I still have to fight.
Bonus. How many attempts would it take for Stephanie to successfully hit the Devil's Kiss?
And I don't think either of us got this right on the money.
We both thought that it was going to fail twice and she would successfully hit it the third time. She hit it on her second time.
Second time.
Yep. So we both missed out.
All right. Let's move on.
Not having good luck so far.
No. Cena and AJ.
You had this match. Well, you had the 2 women's matches swapped as far as the order of what you thought they were going to be.
Yeah, my guessing game for the order for both shows was pretty close. Struggling.
And then I think Stephanie needs a struggle, whether it's losing the title
someone needs
after
to,
not long.
Yeah, someone needs to put her in her place.
Yeah.
She's rising very quickly.
Yep.
Almost too quickly.
Yes.
Which is what we had discussed, I think, on a previous show before. We were like, don't do the Tiffany Stratton thing.
Yep.
That didn't. It's not working out.
That's why I was kind of hoping that. Oh, wow, look at that.
Tiffany would get a win there.
I'm more sunburned than I thought.
That's what happens.
Just want to go with the fair. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Lord.
He didn't even see it.
No, I was rating the women's tag match because I had that in my head.
No, AJ Cena. AJ
Oh,
Cena.
wow. Okay. Yep, I'm good.
3, 2. Ooh, not a whole lot of perfect 10s.
Nope.
On our show.
That's the second one I've given.
Yeah, the other one was the triple threat at WrestleMania, right?
Last year. No, was it this year or last year?
I think it was this year. 41. The 3 women, right?
Was it the one with Bianca, or was it the one
Bianca,
last year?
Io, and
Rhea?
Yeah, it was this year. 41.
Oh, yeah, well, it couldn't have been last year because we didn't do WrestleMania last year.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
We did not exist then. I did not know who you were.
Yep.
Actually, I may have known who you were.
We may have
didn't do
been in the Discord then.
Yeah. Okay. John Cena versus AJ Styles got a B+ from Bleacher Report, surprisingly.
9.1 on Cage Match.
So let me get this straight. Bleacher Report liked the one final table match better than this. Okay.
I wonder if it was the same person.
Oh, probably not.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Let me check. So Chris Mueller did WWE Crown Jewel, and nope, not the same guy.
Okay.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. All right. Takeaways, notes and takeaways. Having Cole do product plugs for Australian tourism and American vodka back to back was hilarious. That must have been before the match. Styles wearing trunks instead of his usual tights was a callback to his TNA gear, which made the TNA reference in his introduction even cooler. The Bullet Club was also mentioned. We'll get to that in a second. The pop Cena got for his entrance was wild. He even looked surprised by it. And Cena got a little emotional when the crowd paid tribute to Bray Wyatt. Okay, so where do we even start with this? So let's start with the entrances. So yeah, AJ got a big entrance. Cena got an even bigger entrance, and then Cena referenced Alicia Taylor to do the Never Seen 17 thing, which she had already introduced both men. So I think that was like a Cena judgment call. Yeah, it was like, no, we're not doing that. You're gonna do the whole kick caboodle. And then he gave her a little piece of paper for AJ's entrance or announcement as well, which referenced TNA and referenced New Japan Pro Wrestling and
the Bullet Club,
which has never been mentioned on WWE television before.
I not like that.
Not specifically the Bullet Club. Yeah, it's always been mentioned as like what do they call it? The OG club or the club?
The OC, the original
The
club.
OC. That's what.
I mean,
the
it
original
just
club.
kind of in passing with the Tongas because they were in the Bullet Club. I think at one point Cody referenced himself as one of the leaders of the Bullet Club. Oh, I see it. There's a Dante sighting behind you. But yeah, I mean,
I'm sure he will start to bug me any second now.
As part of an
entrance, he's got to stretch.
Yeah, as part of an entrance, that was the first time that the Bullet Club has been mentioned like that.
Crazy.
Or that New Japan has been it.
I do wonder if Cena passing the little note to Alicia Taylor is Cena taking control, or if it was known that was going to happen and that was just like a spot.
Looking at AJ's reaction, I don't think he knew about it.
No, I don't think he did either. Because the second she said Bullet Club, he went, oh, shit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that is real something Cena did and didn't tell anybody about. I really hope that that's the case. And I hope he does it for the rest of his opponents because that's really classy. Really cool. Really love that. So, yeah, this match ended up being basically an ode to both men's previous opponents, essentially.
It almost seems like this was a passing of the torch of one retirement tour to another.
Yeah, it was
because going into it, AJ announced the previous day 100%. Or the day before that he will be retiring in 2026. So I hope AJ gets. I mean, he should get some kind of a big announced tour like that.
I don't know if a tour is necessary for AJ Styles, but definitely a retirement match and a big.
I mean,
thing for him.
It should be like a big deal about AJ's last WrestleMania, about AJ's last Royal Rumble. Maybe not quite on the scale that Cena's was.
No.
But, I mean, AJ's good enough, and he's significant enough in the company that some of it, some of that is warranted, should be warranted.
Well, here's my question is, do you remember a few weeks ago when AJ Styles on Raw made that like reference to like someone in the back doesn't like him or something like that?
Yeah, someone doesn't want me here.
Like what was that? Now that we're like a few weeks, maybe a month past that, like what was that? Was that a legitimate like?
I don't think so.
AJ calling shit, or was that a plant for something? Like
I think it was supposed to have been a plant for something, but I don't know what.
Yeah, was it for like a canceled plan, or is it still coming? It's very weird.
I'd hope it's still coming.
I hope so. I hope AJ gets a good final 1 year run, whatever he does, because he's so good and he's been so underutilized the last
years,
5 years probably. Like, his first year or two that he was in the company, he was on fucking fire, man.
His first program with Jericho, then he had the year thing with Cena, beat up John Cena.
That thing with Cena was great. Yeah, he was champion for a long time. Like it's very weird how he just kind of fell off the planet. It's very strange. But yeah, so they basically just traded finishers for like 25 minutes, and it just kept getting more and more wacky. Let's see. Do you have the full list? I'm assuming you kept it.
I do.
Let's go through the full list because I got to hear this. It's kind of crazy.
You had the skull crushing finale.
That was cool.
From Cena.
That was what that kind of kicked things off.
You had a Scorpion Death Drop from AJ, which...
So I don't count that. I know the commentary team counts it, but he's done that move where he like jumps off the second rope, does a backflip, and then does the Scorpion Death Drop for like his entire career. So like I was like, when they said that, I was like, I think we're reaching a little bit there, guys. He's done that for 25 years.
You had John Cena doing the Accolade, the Camel Clutch.
Right, yep. Yeah, Rusev.
You had AJ doing the Coquina Clutch, which was Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's move. Yeah, him
and Samoa. They didn't mention
They didn't seem to want to. Yeah, they didn't seem to want to reference that because he's in AEW, I'm assuming. But like, Cole called it the Coquina Clutch.
Yep.
And then who was his commentating partner? Was it? Oh, Wade Barrett. Yeah. He was like, I think that's just a rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
it was very awkward.
Thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it fit in, but AJ did a Deadeye
Yeah,
But that
which they
was
didn't reference.
but that was Kazarian's finishing move. He calls it the
Oh,
fade to black. So him and
interesting.
him and Kazarian were in TNA. They're TNA originals. They were in Fortune together. But they had a long run in TNA together.
I don't think the crowd understood the significance of that because I didn't. Because
Not
I thought
that
it was
one, no.
I thought it was literally just like a shot at Adam Page for whatever reason. I'm
No.
like, do they have history? But
No.
no, that makes more sense.
You had, of course.
I think that's why it got a holy shit chant, was because they were linking it to Adam Page and not Kazarian.
The Walls of Jericho.
Yep,
which was
that was crazy. That got
mentioned.
huge pop. Yeah, that got huge pop.
The one that you mentioned earlier, the Sister Abigail.
That was performed so well, and it got the crowd right in the feels.
Yep.
Right in the feels.
Yep.
Even got Cena in the feels.
Yep, it got Cena in the feels.
Yeah, he was looking up at all the Firefly thing to the crowd. Props to the crowd for doing that, by the way. Like, holy shit, that was a moment.
Yeah, it was.
And Cena looking up and realizing that that's what was happening. It was like, holy shit. That was a good idea. And then the crowd started to, like, catch on, I think, at that point. And then they started chanting 619. And so Cena goes for it.
He tried it.
I was like, oh, you're the man. I was like, that wasn't in the plan. That was definitely not in the plan.
And I think AJ saved it because I don't think Cena would have made it look good.
No, zero chance. Zero chance. That was so funny, though. I was like, that's why Cena's so good. He listens.
Yeah. AJ hit the Angel's Wings, Christopher Daniels finishing move.
Yeah, man. That was sick. Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, fuck yeah. Good call there.
John Cena hit the Vintage Orton, the draping DDT.
Yep. And RKO after that, right?
Yeah, he hit the RKO after that. And then went for the punt.
Yeah, missed the punt, which I knew that was going to happen.
So it's I typed it in as Undertaker chokeslam, but when AJ was going for the "You Can't See Me."
Yeah.
Now, is that Undertaker or is that Big Show? Because Big Show would do that too.
Yeah, I would say it was probably Big Show or Kane, simply because of him doing the tombstone later.
Yeah. AJ did the Sweet Chin music.
Yeah, that was sick too.
Now, ironic though, we never got that match. AJ against Shawn.
Man, that would have been magic in a hat, man.
And then at the end, we had the rollover from a splash or whatever into Cena picking up AJ and put him into a tombstone. So we had an Undertaker tombstone leading into the final AA for the pin.
They also gave each other their finishers. Yes. Yeah. Styles gave Cena the AA, and Cena gave Styles the Clash.
Yep.
Yeah. It was such an amazing match.
It was.
So amazing.
The
only reason I didn't give it a 10 was because it started to feel so. There was like 3 sections of this match. There was the first section where they didn't really they did some wrestling. They did some feeling out process stuff, right? And then there was a tiny section in the middle where they did like the first 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 ode finishers, where I was like, the first one was awesome, literally, because it was the skull crushing finale. And then the second one,
sound just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, second one was like, okay, all right. But then they did the third one, and then they did the fourth one, and my brain did this switch where I went, okay, guys, that's enough. Now we're just getting dumb.
But then I loved it.
But then they doubled down on it and kept going and committed to the bit, and I was like, okay, I'm on board.
Yeah.
And they turned me right back around. So I would give it a 10, but there was just that little point in the middle where they lost me. But it was, oh man, it was so good. It was so good.
As bad, nostalgic as that tag match was on Bound for Glory, this was the complete opposite.
Exactly.
It was everything I would have wanted it to be.
Yeah. It was so good. What kind of sucks for this, though, is that it wasn't Cena's last match. I kind of wish it was. because I don't see his last match surpassing this.
It's hard.
Yeah, I just don't see it. It was a great way to make up for the bullshit that was his Lesnar match. But I kind of wish they saved this for his retirement match. This would have been such a
It would have been
beautiful send off, man.
But
just
is
a
AJ
beautiful.
Would AJ have been a good final opponent? I don't know.
I would have been fine with it, especially with the idea that you had brought up about how he's retiring next year. So it was kind of like a passing of the torch here. The next guy to retire. Let's do something special. That being said, though, I would have had AJ win. I was a little disappointed that AJ lost. I was like, I get that Cena needs to win because he can't look weak going into his final matches, but AJ kind of needs a boost going into his retirement year. So it was kind of a no-win situation, but at least they didn't pull a TNA.
Yes.
They had someone win, so I can't be...
And they didn't have Lesnar come out and ruin the match 20 minutes into it, like they did with him and Sammy.
All right. How do we do with predictions?
Well, you kind of mentioned it. You thought Styles should have won. You picked Styles.
That might be the nail in my coffin, I think.
I didn't think Cena was going to lose 2 in a row. So
how many points did I put on that?
2. You put 2 on it.
This is going to be so close. Holy fuck.
You had, as far as max ceilings,
if you win another bonus, though, I'm done. I'm so fucked. You keep winning the goddamn bonuses.
As far as max ceilings, we both had 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it surpassed them. Wow, Look at that. Crazy.
Speaking of bonus questions.
Oh, fuck.
Over, under. How many tribute moves?
Oh, well, I'm definitely fucked.
Why are you fucked?
I'm pretty sure I said 1 would be 1.
Well, the over,
I don't know
under,
what you said.
I said it at 1.5. So either 1 or less or more than 2. Or 2 or more.
I'm so fucked if you said over.
And how many were there?
Like 9, 12.
12? Yeah, 12. I picked the over.
Fuck. That might be the nail in my coffin, ladies and gentlemen.
I picked the over.
Jesus. Okay. All right, let's get to the next match, which was the tag team match between Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Asuka and Kairi Sane.
So when I put the rating for the last match, this match is the one that I was actually wrote down the rating for.
Oh.
Where I realized my mistake.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Similar pages there. Bleach Report gave it a B+, so they agree with you. Maybe a little higher than you. Notable moments and observations from Bleach Report. Zayn and Asuka had cool masks for their entrance. Yes, they did. Especially Kairi's. It was like a Japanese fox kind of aesthetic. It was really cool. They also note here that at this point, the show has been going for over 2 hours, but only 60 minutes of it was actually wrestling.
Nah.
The rest was videos, backstage stuff, entrances, and advertisements.
You expect that from WWE at this point, I feel like.
Just kind of sad, though.
Yeah.
The running kick from Ripley to Zayn looked good, which is probably why WWE showed it in slow motion in the replay. The way Zayn took the... Is it Zayn or Sane? Sane. Okay, yeah, because I'm thinking Sami Zayn.
Why are you thinking Sami Zayn? We're talking about good match.
Ooh.
Talking about
the way Sane took the razor's edge from Ripley looked brutal. Sky's moonsaults really are a step above most people. Yeah, so I thought this was a good match. There really wasn't any, what he's doing. There really wasn't any, consequences or anything for it. It was just kind of a match, which was my biggest problem with it. But they did good. I mean, these are 4 of the best women's wrestlers in the company.
Yeah.
They put on a great show with what they had. Rhea's just... she continues to be unbelievable. I think the thing that annoys me now about Rhea, at least Rhea's booking, is Tiffany Stratton is champion. She's been champion for a long time. But for me personally, I always look at the championships, like the world championships, as these are your best 2 people best two men and best two women on the roster right now. Rhea should be in that title picture. Yes, I understand that there was some like fatigue with her being in the main event for so long, but when she's not there and then you get somebody like Tiffany Stratton there who kind of brings down the prestige for me, I'm just kind of like, why are we... Wrestlers have a time limit on their careers. Why are we wasting her time with a tag match at a pay-per-view or a PLE? She should be a main event person. I feel like they're wasting her talent at this point. Is that does that make any sense?
I mean, it makes sense, but I kind of disagree.
Okay.
Because if Kyrie and Asuka weren't in this program involving Rhea and Io, would they be relevant? Probably not. I don't think.
Would Kyrie and Asuka be relevant?
Correct.
I mean, there's women's tag titles. Why aren't they going after those? Who even holds those right now?
I don't even know who has them.
What the? Yeah, I couldn't tell you who holds those. What? That's not good. Let's go find out.
Is it Judgment Day?
Oh, no, it's Charlotte and Alexa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
See, that's not good. Like, that's not good. Like, I just feel like everyone's in the wrong place right now. Like, I would rather see Rhea move to SmackDown and be feuding with new people. You know, they got Tiffany over there. They got Nia over there. They got Gulia.
Jade.
They got Jade. Like, send Rhea over there so she's utilized better. She's just kind of floating and keeps coming back to Io, whether it be against her or otherwise. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
do something else with her.
I mean, I just don't think they would be doing anything good with Asuka and Kairi Sane.
And that's fair, because I really like both of them. Although Kairi had a brutal Alabama slam on Io that really scared the shit out of me on Raw.
Raw last week, yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that was brutal. But yeah, these women are just so great to watch in the ring. They're really good.
Yep. I mean,
just, the creative for me is just kind of weak right now.
I mean, there was nothing that they really missed in the match.
No, it was good.
It was a great match.
I would say it was good.
Yeah, and that's why you.
I would say, that's why I rated 7. It was good. It was just, what were the consequences? I think is, what was the intrigue? There really isn't any intrigue for me in this match. There really isn't any. Where is this going? I don't really know. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It just, I guess at some point that Kyrie's going to turn on Asuka. That's where it's going to go. But like, how are we going to get there? It just, I don't know where we're going. That's kind of my problem. But the match itself was good.
Yeah, it was a great match.
I just need things to move a little bit quicker. That's all. All right. Yeah, let's do predictions. I almost wonder if this should have been a tag team championship match. Then there would have been some stakes.
See,
but Alexa and Flair are holding it, Alexa and Flair are holding it, and they're not doing anything.
They are working up to a Charlotte and Asuka versus Sol Ruka and Zarya match. It looks like.
Wait, say that again. Charlotte and Asuka?
No, I'm sorry. Charlotte and Alexa.
Charlotte and Alexa versus Sol Ruka and
Zarya.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Alexa, stop.
Gotta call her Bliss.
Yeah, I do.
Or just change Alexa's name. You could do that. Yeah, I call mine Echo.
I'll have to get my daughter to do it because that's connected to her Amazon account.
Her phone. Yeah. All right, predictions.
We both thought that it was going to be the hometown girl Rhea getting the win. Me for 5, you for 3.
I feel like I'm going to lose.
Bonus question was a 2-part. Who was going to be the starting member of each team?
I don't remember who it was. I think it was Io and Kairi.
So once the bell rang, what's their team
active
name? What's their team name?
Kabuki.
Yeah, the Kabuki Warriors attacked Rhea and Io.
Right.
Then once everything calmed down, the two that stayed in the ring were Io and Asuka.
So I definitely didn't get it right.
We both picked Io and Kairi.
Oh, but I thought you said it was Io and Asuka.
Yeah, it was Io and Asuka.
Right, so we got it wrong, right? Oh, we got 1 point each.
1 point each, yeah.
1 point each. Gotcha.
Yeah.
1 point for each person. Gotcha.
1 point for each person. One interesting note I noticed when I was kind of watching it back today, underneath Rhea's eye, she normally has something written.
Yeah, she wrote
Rio, Rhyo.
Yeah, Rio. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that Io Sky's real name?
Well, there's Rhea, Rhea,
Rhea and Io.
Io.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's cute. Alrighty, let's get to the main event, which was the Crown Jewel Championship between Cody Rhodes and Seth frackin' Rollins. All right. Yeah, I gotta think about this one.
Kind of torn between two, and one of them is not the number 2, although it could be.
I was battling between a couple, but I couldn't.
All right.
Couldn't nail it. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Oh, you froze. What was yours?
7.
7. Okay.
Bleacher Report gave it an A-, which would be basically a 9.
Oof.
More. Notable moments and observations. Heyman did not accompany Rollins to the ring. Rollins getting mad and distracted with Wade Barrett and Cole is the kind of rookie mistake his character shouldn't be making at this point. Yeah, but he was also... I don't know if I would call it a rookie mistake. I would call it him just getting super emotional about and super frustrated because of the situation he's in. So I'm not too annoyed with that.
No.
He got a big pop when he pushed over the Prime cart, which is kind of funny. The way Rollins countered Rhodes doing a springboard with a powerbomb was cool. Yes, it was. The cartwheel from Rollins to reference Stardust was funny.
Yep.
Yes, it was. And the coast-to-coast diving headbutt from Rollins was nuts. Yes,
although,
it
looks like he messed his arm up a little bit.
Yeah, so I have some comments on that. But Rollins defeated Rhodes after he secretly used the watch that Cody gave him at WrestleMania 40, I think it was, and then hit a super stomp when he jumped off the top rope or middle rope to pin Cody, become the Crown Jewel champion. So I gave it a 7. I thought it was good. I think what was our max ceilings on this one?
I had 7. You had 8.
Okay, so it didn't quite live up to expectations for me, but it was still good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. There was some good stuff in there.
I was between a 6 and a 7.
I thought that was some good storytelling in the ring, good psychology. I enjoyed it. It was definitely one of the better main events WWE's done in a while. Normally they're pretty predictable and boring, but this one was pretty good. What I really want to talk about is the aftermath on Raw, which saw the Vision turn on Seth. Now, people are saying that this is probably a pivot due to Rollins having an injury with his shoulder or his arm from that fall that we just talked about, where he did a coast-to-coast diving headbutt, which looked really bad. And he landed kind of sideways on his arm, kind of. And his arm was kind of loosey-goosey the rest of the match. Looked really, really kind of gnarly. But am I the only one at this point that's thinking this is another trick?
No, you're not thinking that. Absolutely could be.
It just feels a little weird. Something feels off about it. So, Exhibit A. Exhibit A. When I was watching this match and the coast to coast happened and he started selling his arm, I was like, oh shit, that looked nasty. And he sold his arm for the rest of the match. But he also used that arm quite a bit the rest of the match. So it's not like it was like destroyed. He could still use it. He wasn't wincing or anything when he used it. He did like literally did one of these to get up on the top rope for the super stomp. So I'm like, okay, can't be that bad. But then again, CM Punk wrestled a match at the end of the Royal Rumble with a torn tricep that was completely torn right off the bone. So maybe a torn tricep's not as required for stuff, whereas like a quad is just like you're dead in the water. So there is that possibility that it's just you know. But then the other problem, the Exhibit B, is that on Raw, when they betrayed him, he received a spear and then a tsunami. Now, if he wasn't cleared, why would they allow that to potentially make it worse? He wasn't in a sling. He wasn't in an arm cast. He just took those moves. Okay, so that's Exhibit B. And then CM Punk wins the Triple Threat #1 Contenders match. So he's scheduled to face Rollins.
At a later date, though. For a future
But
shot.
what does that mean? Right? And it's like... And then they normally make a bunch of announcements and stuff on social media. You would think by now we would hear Seth Rollins will be making a career announcement on SmackDown or Raw or something like that, you know, where he's going to have to relinquish the title. Well, we haven't heard anything. He did the same thing he did last time where he took a picture and put it on social media of him in a sling to sell it, just like he did before with the leg injury or whatever it was.
Yeah, with the knee.
I don't know. It could be real, but at this point, it's so hard to trust WWE.
And that's fine. I like not.
And I'm fine with it. I am fine with it, but here's my fear. My biggest fear with this is that he is injured and he's going to be out for 3 or 4 months. And he's going to keep the fucking title.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. If you're going to be injured and you're going to be out for 3 or 4 months, you should be stripped. I'm sorry.
I mean,
you just should be.
It's one thing for him to be hurt for a couple months with the Money in the Bank briefcase because he has that long to cash it in. But
and not only that, but that was fake.
Well,
too.
True.
So, like, you know, if we get to Survivor Series and he's not back and he doesn't show up at Survivor Series, then I'll be like, why wasn't he stripped of the title? Because everyone else hands their title in when they're injured and they have to go away. Didn't he do this leading up to, was it WrestleMania 40? I can't remember. He did, I think it was WrestleMania 40. He was injured, and so he didn't defend the title for like 4 months, something like that. And he just held it to WrestleMania, and then he lost it at WrestleMania. I just don't want to see that happen again. Where we had this 4 month.
Yeah, 40 was when he had the tag match with Cody on night 1, and then lost it to Drew night 2.
Drew, who lost it to Punk. No, who lost it to
Damian Priest.
Yeah, so like, I'm just a little fearful here. If it is a ploy and it's being done to fuck over Punk again, I think that's hilarious and that could be funny. But if it's legit and they keep him with the title, I'm just going to be like, come on, guys. The titles already sit for fucking ages with these guys. You can't have him not defend his title for 4 months again. Like, it's...
I mean, you mentioned earlier, Tiffany won her title January 3rd. She's had it 10 months.
Mm-hmm.
And unless she loses it she won it on a SmackDown, so I guess she could lose it on a SmackDown. But she'll have it for nearly a year.
And besides the 6 months that Cena had it, or less than that, Cody had the men's title for...
Yeah, he won it at WrestleMania and lost it at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So, like, I'm fine with the long reigns, but if you can't wrestle... No,
Yeah, I mean...
I hate that.
We could
do what you used to do. We could use more short reigns. I do agree with that. But if you're injured, you go away. They do an interim championship in the interim, and then when you get back, you have a champion versus champion, undisputed championship kind of a thing. Do it like that. You know, they've done it before.
Yeah.
So do it again. I just don't like this thing where there's just no champion for 4 months. It's like, it's dumb. Strip them. Or do the champion. You know what I'm saying? I want to know where this is going, which is good, but it also makes me nervous. I think they're still trying to figure it out if it's legit. And if it is legit, you know, props to Rollins for finishing the match because it was good. If it is legit and the vision's done early, that kind of sucks.
It does.
Because it's such a sudden end with no super build-up. you know. And oh, by the way, that was the other thing that was Exhibit C or D. I don't know what exhibit I'm on at this point. Was the Raw leading up to Crown Jewel. There was all these like backstage segments with Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed all like questioning like, well, what if he doesn't win? You know, and all this stuff. And so they were already like kind of planting seeds of betraying him. So if they were already doing that before he got injured, what, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you already knew, but he wasn't injured until, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's just a lot of little things where I'm just like, I don't know if I buy it that this is legit. We'll see. If it isn't legit, and this is just a cover up again, he's selling it real well though.
Yes.
Do you remember Chris Benoit in the Money in the Bank, the first ever Money in the Bank match? Was it the first ever or second? It was the second. No, it was first. It was the first one where someone was like working on his arm the whole match, and he was selling it to the point where he wasn't even climbing the ladder with his arm, and it was to the point where people thought like, oh fuck, Benoit's hurt. Like that was kind of the selling work that Seth was doing in this match, aside from when he went like this.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's very strange. It's a strange aura around Seth Rollins right now.
Very.
My first interpretation of the Vision turning on him wasn't to do with the injury. It was actually I thought, oh, they're just throwing in the towel because people still cheer for Seth Rollins. Like it was another Cena moment where they're like,
right,
fuck it, it's not working. That's what immediately went through my head was they were throwing in the towel.
It's very interesting.
Like, yeah, it is interesting. I hope it's going somewhere good.
We'll just have to see how it plays out.
We'll just have to see how it plays out. It is a little weird seeing Paul Heyman manage two dudes at the same time that are together. Like I know there was a time when he was like with Lesnar and Punk at the same time, but like he never came out with both of them.
I had Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
He managed Bo Dallas?
I think so.
I know he did Curtis Axel because they made like a big deal of like who the next Paul Heyman guy is, and then it was Curtis Axel, and then he ended up being like a misfit or whatever.
And Cesaro, I think too.
Yeah, he was with Cesaro too.
Yeah,
none of that. Yeah, I think Vince had this like thought process that you put Paul Heyman with somebody and it boosts them, and it's like that's not how it works.
No,
they have to come in with him, or there has to be some sort of relationship that makes sense there.
Or it could be like, well, he's not getting over on himself. If anybody can get him over, it's Heyman. And
yeah, which doesn't work.
And not for everybody. I mean, Heyman's great. Yeah. He can't. You have to bring something for Heyman to get you over. And
yeah, think of the people that he's managed that are super successful. Brock Lesnar
and just talent
Punk,
can't do it because
Roman,
Claudio or Cesaro's got talent, but
just no charisma.
Even Heyman couldn't get him over.
No. Yeah, Cesaro got more over himself in his last year.
Yeah,
when he had that match with
Rollins. Yeah, Rollins at WrestleMania.
Amazing match. All right, yeah. So I'm just kind of curious where this is going, and then Cody, I have no idea what's happening with Cody.
Yeah,
because I think you had mentioned at the beginning of the show that Joe Hendry not showing up at the TNA pay-per-view was strange, but Drew McIntyre not showing up, this one was also strange.
Well, now it's Drew against Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, that's random.
On Friday.
That's really random.
Yep.
And then the Bloodline, Temu Bloodline's fully back now?
They are.
And they have face paint for some reason?
Well, that's what the Gorillas of Destiny, which was Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa in New Japan.
Oh, so a little tribute there.
That was there, yeah. So
I think that was a terrible idea. Because nobody knew who the fuck he was because of the face paint.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was. I was like, who is that? And then they were like, it's Tama Tonga. And I'm like, yeah. But I couldn't tell.
And now they're going after the Wyatts. Tag team titles.
Are they?
You didn't see that?
Is that who they ambushed?
On SmackDown? No, they ambushed
they ambushed Sami Zayn. Yeah.
after the end of the tag team title match on SmackDown, the Wyatts against the Profits, the Wyatts won. They were doing their little thing with the lights blinking, right? The Team Bloodline came up behind them, and they had a face off.
I didn't see that.
Yep.
Weird. So you go. So Solo's probably going after you, Sammy, and the rest of the guys are going after the tag titles.
Team titles, yeah. So you might get Tonga Loa as the tag team champion again.
By the way, here's the other thing that the Seth Rollins situation really completely throws into chaos is the War Games match at the next pay-per-view or the next BLE. Because we originally thought it was going to be the Vision versus the Bloodline. But now the Vision's two people. And Seth's, I guess, a babyface?
Yeah. How's that going to work? Is he going to be babyface and Braun and Bronson be heels? Or are they...
But if that's the case, then who's going to be with Braun and Braun?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Seth, which doesn't make any sense for Seth to join Roman after all that stuff. So it's like what is it's like I don't know, like, where are they going now? Oh God, oh fuck! I hope they don't just throw in the towel with the War Games match and they do Temu Bloodline versus the Wyatts.
That'd be, yeah. I don't know.
Can you imagine?
No.
They're like, no, you're not going to get this War Games match. You're getting this one. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do at War Games now. No clue.
Dear God.
No idea. There were some signs of what it was going to, but now this has kind of thrown that into chaos.
When is it?
It's not too far away, I don't think.
You say today's the 14th.
Oh, no. It's at the end of November.
November 20th.
Wow, wait. So there's no WWE event for a month and a half? Six weeks.
There's another
there's NXT, event. That's why.
The one in Utah.
And then there's one like right before Survivor Series, isn't there? Could have sworn there was two in November.
November 1st.
And there's not another one in November?
No, November 1st and then December 13th. Cena's last match.
So Cena's got November 1st, Survivor Series. Oh, there was a random Raw that he's on.
He's got two Raws, a Survivor Series, and Saturday Night's Main Event.
No, he's only got 4.
Yeah, 2 Raws.
Only got 4 left.
November 10th, November 17th. Raws.
That's 5. That'd be 2 Raws, 2 Saturday Night's Main Event. Oh, unless he's not at the
No, he's not at the first one.
Okay, so 2 Raws, Survivor Series, Saturday Night's Main Event. Man. Who do we think are going to be his opponents? November 1st is kind of far away. So, wait, when are the Raws? Are they after Saturday Night's Main Event?
Yeah.
No, sorry. Shit. November, so he's gone until November 10th?
Yeah. November 10th is the next one.
Random Raw, November 10th. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's a month away.
And that's in Boston. Carmelo.
Why?
Because he's from Boston.
I don't see that. Who would he face in Boston? I don't think it will be anybody who he paid tribute to in that match. So it won't be Miz, won't be Jericho, obviously won't be Undertaker.
Rusev.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. Won't be Rusev. Maybe it will be Rusev. You would think that those were in there because he's not facing them, but maybe not. I was hoping Gunther, Sheamus, Jacob Fatu, and that's who I was hoping for.
Dominic.
I think he faced him already.
No.
No? Mm-hmm. I thought he did. I thought that was his first match when he came back. I could be wrong.
That was Punk's, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So who are you hoping?
Dominic.
Okay.
Carmelo. Gunther.
You hope? Why do you hope Carmelo? Do you like Carmelo a lot?
I do like Carmelo, yeah.
Okay.
I think he could
just seems random, that's all.
The rub. Dominic, Carmelo, Gunther, Joe Hendry.
That'd be a hell of a way for him to debut on the main roster. All right. Interesting. Predictions? Did we do that yet?
No, we have not done the
For this
predictions yet.
semester?
I was
I'm just
surprised that we
dragging it
both
out because I don't want to lose again.
I was a little surprised we both picked the same person. But we both picked Seth. Me for 2 and you for 4.
All right, that helps me a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to help me come back from all these fucking 1-pointers, though. This might be the first time that the 1-pointers actually make a huge difference.
Over bonus question. Over under. Number of people interfering. Over under was set at 1.5.
Oh, wow. Nobody interfered.
Nobody
right?
did. You
Oh,
got the 1.
it's going to be close.
How you feeling?
I don't think I'm going to win. I think it's going to be real close, though.
Okay.
Maximum of 3 points away from each other, I think. I don't think it'll be any closer.
Wow.
We'll see.
All right. So rating.
Right.
Crown Jewel. I had 7.4. You had 6.8.
I think I'm always lower than you.
I think you rated AEW higher than me last time.
Yeah, that was an anomaly.
Yeah. So overall, I probably would have said maybe about a 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So how are we going to do this?
How are you going to do this?
We'll do portrait. Yeah, I'll do portrait. All right. Bound for Glory.
I'm scared.
Crown Jewel.
He's tallying him up, ladies and gentlemen.
Get my cover. All right. So we had Bound for Glory. Oh, wait. Hold on.
He's got to get his time.
I'm not used to this. I'm not used to.
No, you're defending it. Yeah.
All right. Bound for Glory. It was close.
Ooh.
41.
Those extra 1-pointers.
Those 1-pointers.
I think I'm screwed.
Crown Jewel.
Oh, no.
Your winner. And still.
Wow.
By 1 point. 1 flipping point. And still.
Wow. That's the closest match ever.
Yes.
Holy balls. It's those 1 point. That's the closest we've ever come, and the first time bonus questions have mattered.
Yep.
Wow.
Much. Yep.
Holy ball sack.
Yep.
Actually, you technically won by 2, because if I tied, you'd still retain. So you technically won by 2.
I guess.
Well, congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's show. A lot longer than I anticipated it being, but we had a lot to say, so it was fun. And later this week, we will be doing a AEW Wrestle Dream predictions episode, so stay tuned for that. If you want to find me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
I'm at Cole2K on BlueSky and X.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server.
Yes.
Where myself, Cult2K, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, talking about video games, talking about all good kinds of stuff. Cole.
Yes, sir.
Champion, take us out.
And that's going to wrap it up for this week's Wrestling Renaissance. We broke down Bound for Glory. We crowned our Crown Jewel winner. And somehow, I clung on to the predictions title by a single point. TJ came in swinging, but the champ survives by the skin of his spreadsheet yet again. But I won't get too comfortable because the next defense is coming fast. Wrestle Dream is this week, and the title's back on the line. Until then, keep your scorecards ready and your egos humble, because in the Renaissance, even 1 point makes legends. See you next week. Keep the Renaissance